Like God always has angels around. You know what I mean? Like, doctor, there's another one. Before you go to your martini at 1. Yeah, it's 11:09. He's like, well, let's have a martini. I'm done. Estelle's out.
Good morning, my friend, and welcome now to Tuesday. Well, Mother Earth today is a fertile turtle. It's time to get that final manifestation step in motion. From my smartphone to yours, keep streaming for your Tuesday Namaste Today. Welcome to Namaste Today, an authentic way to start each day. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Sensei Chris Witecki. I consider myself a humble stargazer, here to report on what I see, and I'm so grateful to be of soul service. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Well, friend, it is Tuesday, and we're calling it in. Step 28 rules a day. It's a Grandmaster manifestation. We got a grand trine of Earth. It is time to call in our harvest of what we've worked on so long. At the same time, we're getting ready to zip out the door because the sun is starting to conjunct Jupiter. That's a whole new story that is beginning. So today, I'll give you 3 steps to serious joy. That'll be part of your Megascope. First, though, let's take a look at your zodiac weather. This zodiac weather is for Tuesday, September 20th, 2016. Looking ahead at the 5-day moodcast. Tomorrow is going to be cloudy with the chance of showers, I'm afraid. Thursday, I predict partly cloudy and super spaced out. And then Friday, it's going to be sunny and super cozy. And today, I predict sunny and super creative. Everyone is a fertile turtle today. Remember, creativity takes time. That's why I say turtle. Now, the Great Human Walk has taken to step 28 Virgo today. That means our ruling channel is channel 10, I manifest. And that means the ruling planet today is Earth. Now, our emotional focus is on harvest and manifestation as well. The moon is in Act 3 of Taurus. And our mental focus today is continuing to rediscover that inner peace. Mercury is slowing down at retrograde step 15 Virgo. So today, as we begin to conjunct the Sun and Jupiter, we're ready to slingshot into a whole new reality. And I want to go over what I consider the 3 steps to keep in mind for serious joy. But first, grab yourself some tea and let's have our Tuesday tea time. Hello, friend, and welcome to our tea time. Today's tea time topic is the United States and Sirius. Now, I did an episode a little while ago about the star Sirius and why I'm so serious about joy and what Sirius is to me. It's the brightest star in the sky. We've used it to navigate for centuries the seas. We've worshipped it in different cultures, Egypt, you name it. But Sirius, in astrology from a personal perspective, represents where something very powerful will happen in your life. Perhaps the most powerful thing in your life, even. And you can look where your Sirius star is in your birth chart, and most of you will have the same exact degree. In fact, when I was born, Sirius was at 13 degrees Cancer. Sirius is now at 14 degrees Cancer, and that's a big deal, by the way, because Sirius does not change degrees very often. I think it's something like 85 or 86 years. I'll have to look it up. Sorry, I don't have that one handy. So literally, there's a generation on Earth who were born at Sirius 13 degrees, and there's a generation on Earth that's born at Sirius 14 degrees. Now, right off the bat, I'll tell you, that tells you something serious is going to happen in our lifetime because we're going to have a shift in degrees. Now, I've also talked about the Mayan shift and the galactic center. There are some people who were born with step 26 as the galactic center, and there are some people since 2012 born with step 27 with the galactic center. The galactic center's degree moves even slower, so there's another sign that we have a shift going on. But if you look at the star Sirius in the United States birth chart, guess what? Sirius conjuncts the sun. Sirius was at step 11, Cancer, in 1776, and it only has moved to step 14 for the entire time the United States has been in existence. So that tells you how slow this fixed star is. That's why they call it fixed, because in one lifetime you really can't tell that it's moved very much. But it really is. Everything is moving because we are moving really in space. However, in 1776, Sirius was at step 11. Step 11 is I become integrity. So the sun, our country, is conjuncting that. Now, if you don't know our chart, not only do we have the sun conjunct Sirius, but we also have Jupiter in Cancer in our chart at 5 degrees. So the United States basically is a stellium between Jupiter, Sirius, and the sun. That's serious business, right? So what's fascinating about this is the United States is absolutely a vibration that represents the Sirius star cluster vibration. And from what I understand, it is the highest understanding of culture and humanity. We come from that Cancer womb, and in our constellation right now, that's literally where we're coming from to heal and grow ourselves. And I believe that we are up for some serious business in this life, and I'll tell you why. The first thing that's really important to know is that step 13 is the United States natural degree. And if you ever got a reading with me, you'll always hear me say the exact same thing. Step 13 is a degree that begins one way and ends another. Somewhere in the degree, it goes through a revolution where it suddenly decides that it belongs on a higher vibration. Now, our creation was not that revolution. I know we call it a revolution, we call it a Revolutionary War, but we actually created. Our birthday in 1776 is our creation. It's our foundation. It's the beginning of the story. I believe now that Pluto is almost one rotation around since 1776, we are almost one galactic year old, the United States, so to speak. I believe it is in this lifetime, seriously, that we decide to upgrade and have that re-evolution of our country. I don't believe it's going to be bloody. In fact, I believe that was part of the old Sirius. Sirius today is at step 14, and so that tells you right away that there will be basically that humanity or the United States will decide it belongs on another level, and then the United States will start to think differently about things. So you might look in your chart and see where your Sirius is. Now, I bring all this up right now just to point out that the United States and any country or anyone whose birth is their sun is conjunct Sirius, there's something very powerful in that life and something is going to happen. But the other point I bring up this whole topic is, looking at the politics, looking at what we see ahead of us, I believe this upgrade has begun. In fact, the United States, if you don't know, has a Sagittarius rising. Can you guess what degree it is? Step 13, which means our image is also about to go through an upgrade. And if you don't know, Saturn is heading for the United States ascendant. Now, you may say that a woman president would be a whole new image. Yes, that would count. But really, Saturn crossing our ascendant for the country means that we're going to begin chasing after different things. Different things will be important. We'll be taking different actions. And I believe what's happening in the background of this is that our relationships among each other is what's changing. I'll wrap this up with one little note, that the United States has its sun in the 7th house. That is the house of relationships. It's also in Cancer, which means that we are, at nature, a very passionate and compassionate nation if we choose to be. And what I think it really means is to change the world, to change the country, to change what we aim for and what we consider. It's not outside of us, but rather inside of us. In other words, for those of us who are here to revolve and re-evolve, it comes down to changing the relationships, 7th house, that we have with each other. So let's think about that, and your comments are totally welcome. All right, my friend, my voice. I'm going to take a sip of tea and now do what I call the Megascope. This is channeled from my guides, and then I'm going to help you get serious about your joy. But first, let's see what they have to say about today. Okay. Very good message from the other side. Basically, they want you to know that what you feel and what you be is what comes right now. And with Jupiter entering into Libra, everyone has the option now, everyone, to restore fairness and justice. That doesn't mean that your bank account will go out of whack again, because it will if you don't manage it. It doesn't mean that you'll get fat again if you get back to balance. You will if you don't manage it. But every now and then, the universe brings Jupiter into Libra, which gives everyone the resources and knowledge and past life memories to restore balance and fairness. So, Spirit is saying today, as we finish these last degrees of Virgo and move into Libra, be very clear about what's fair to you, what you deserve, and what you expect to have happen. And if you're not sure how to handle it or how to ask, just say to Spirit, I'm grateful for you doing it for me. I am grateful. All right, I do have some tips to help you with your way. Today I'm talking about getting serious about your joy. These are my steps, I think, to get serious about happiness. Very simple. Number 1, decide how you intend to feel in life. You must decide how you intend to feel. The universe actually communicates only through emotion. So you have to be clear on what you want to feel, not how you will get there. Step 2, if you want to be happy, always make 1 withdrawal and 2 deposits. In other words, put into yourself twice as much energy as you lend to others. All right? And if nothing else, it's 1 withdrawal and 2 deposits. That at least keeps you slightly ahead. And then step 3, stay in constant gratitude. Believe it or not, gratitude is the attitude of receiving, and what I mean by that is Spirit literally brings it during a gracious moment. So the more you are gracious, the more you are in gratitude, the faster things will come, especially your joy. Now, for those who watched over my personal sensei service, today in your private Zen, we're going to talk about Mercury trining Pluto. Mercury's trining Pluto right now. It's the death of old thinking, and I'll give you some highlights on where I believe that is. And your 3 o'clock eye candy, I will tell you where Sirius twinkles in your story. Where does Sirius twinkle? You will find at 3 o'clock and see where you are, where the bright star you really are. Now, for those who are watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. I thank you ahead of time. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at CWateki. And of course, if you'd like to sign up for my personal sensei service, you'll be entered into a contest to win 1 of 4 free 15-minute readings. I'm also giving separate readings away to my existing customers because I don't want to leave them behind. But come find out. Try our 7-day trial at SeriousJoy.me. All right, friend. Get serious about your joy and see me right back here in 24 hours. Until then, remember, I love you and live, love, be.
So